Hello students. So in the previous class we have studied the animal kingdom part and briefly I explained about the levels of classification. After completion of the levels of classification, we also discussed about that in the higher animals how the complex form or the complexities is going to be taking place, that is open and closed circulatory system and complete and incomplete digestive system also we have studied. So apart from that, the levels of classification, cellular level, tissue level, organ system level also we have completed with the examples. There is a phylum also we have studied. So whenever we are studying about the poriferan characters, we are able to write at least one character, that is, these are normally cellular grade of organization. This is the one character. Next, Coelenterata, whenever we are moving, tissue grade of organization. Next, whenever we are moving toward the Platyhelminthes, organ grade of organization. Then the last one is when we are observing regarding the Ascalementhes, organ system grade of organization. So after completion of the Ascalementhes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, the character is same, that is organ system grade of organization. So we also discussed about that regarding the how the complexities are also taking place. Incomplete digestive system means the digestive system is normally composed of only one opening or the single opening, only mouth is there in the case of coelenterats as well as Platyhelminthes. So whereas complete digestive system andre, so normally two openings are going to be found here, that is mouth and anus. So continuation of that, now we are moving towards high complexities is going to be taking place and in the case of the animals. Now next one is symmetry. Symmetry we are observing that. What do you mean by term symmetry? Mean arrangement of the organs on either side of the body, arrangement of the organs or the distribution of the organs. So whenever we are observing the size of the animal, size of the organisms, so here we are observing that the arrangement of the body parts or the organs on either side of the body, this is considering it as a symmetry. Symmetry is a size or the shape of the body, what we are saying that. One human being is there, one animal is there. So when we are observing the human being or the animal, one particular shape is there. How the shape is there? Because of the arrangement of the various organs and the organ system. So like that, the organs which has been arranged on either side or distributed on either side of the body, that is the condition what we are saying it as an symmetry. Arrangement of the organs on or distribution of the organs on either side of the body, this is considering it as an symmetry. So now symmetry, they are of three types. Number one, we can see that radial symmetry. Number one, radial symmetry. Radial symmetry. Number two, bilateral symmetry. Radial symmetry. Number two, bilateral symmetry. Then number three, asymmetry. Asymmetry. So now radial symmetry, bilateral symmetry and the asymmetry, that what we are observing. Now radial symmetry. Radial symmetry meaning, you can see that. First you have to understand the concept what we are studying, then you have to read out. Radial symmetry means, now you have to observe that, taking the example of the hydra. So when we are observing the hydra is normally having the tentacles. Hydra is normally having 6 to 7 tentacles are going to be found here, and now body is like this. This is what we are observing it as a hydra. Bud is also there, just we have to observe here. So now here we have to say that the mouth is present in the center. Radial symmetry is taking place mainly wherever mouth is present at the central part. So now you can see that when the animal body is dividing at any angle, taking from the central axis, when the animal body is dividing into two equal halves, when the animal body is dividing into two equal halves from any plane, taking from the central axis. Central axis means this is the main point. This is the main point. ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ head, that what we are observing that. So when the animal is dividing into two equal halves, taking from the central axis on any plane, that is normally two equal parts are produced. ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಂಗಲ್ ನಿಂದ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ this is called as radial symmetry. In other words, what we are saying that when we are dividing the animal body two equal halves on any plane taking from the central axis, so this is called as radial symmetry. ಯಾವ ಆಂಗಲ್ ನಿಂದ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is called as radial symmetry. That what we have to observe, that radial symmetry. ಎರಡು ಮೌತ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೌತ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೈಡ್ರಾ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಹೈಡ್ರಾ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಫಿಶ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಫಿಶ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸೊ ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ರೇಡಿಯಲ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮೌತ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಫಿಶ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಮೌತ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಸ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ವೇರ್ ಎವರ್ ಮೌತ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಎನಿಮಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೌತ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನಿಂದ ನಾವು ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಟು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್. ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ರೇಡಿಯಲ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯಾವುದಿದೆ? ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರಾ. ಹೈಡ್ರಾ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ and here you can see that the starfish is also there. Hydra ಯಾವ ಫೈಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ? It comes under the phylum Coelenterate. Starfish comes under Echinodermata. So Coelentrates and Echinodermata, they are exhibiting radial symmetry. Followed radial symmetry ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. Now bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry we have to see that. Bilateral symmetry means when we are dividing the animal body taking from the central axis, two equal parts are produced. When we are dividing the animal body on only one plane, any plane alla. So how we are observing here? Any plane anta helidde nimage. So here you can observe that only one plane. When we are dividing the animal body, only one plane taking from the central axis, two equal parts are produced. They are called as radial symmetry. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಟಿಲಿಮೆಂಥಿಸ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಪ್ಲಾಟಿಲಿಮೆಂಥಿಸ್, ಅಸ್ಕೆಲಿಮೆಂಥಿಸ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಅನೆಲಿಡಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಆರ್ಥ್ರೋಪೋಡಾ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇರ್, ಮೊಲಸ್ಕಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಡೆಟ್ಸ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಎಕೆನೋಡರ್ಮೆಟಾ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೇಡಿಯಲ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ. ಎಕೆನೋಡರ್ಮೆಟಾ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ bilateral symmetry, only one plane. ಹೌದಾ? ರೈಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಡೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಹೌ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎನಿಮಲ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್. ಸೊ ಟೂ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? Organs are distributed equally. Pair of kidneys, pair of lungs, heart four chambered. So two pairs. Four chambered heart andre two chambers are here, two chambers are here like this. One lung is here, one lung is here. So that is what we are saying it as a distribution of the organs. Idu radial symmetry ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಂಗಲ್ ನಿಂದ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ कौन सा भी एंगल से कट करे तो two equal parts are produced. Means what? Organs are distributed on either side of the body where the mouth is present at the center. That is called as radial symmetry. But bilateral symmetry ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ when we are dividing the animal body only on one plane taking from the central axis, two equal parts are produced. ಹೌದಾ? Take the example of our own human being only. So this is called as bilateral symmetry. Example ಯಾವುದಿದೆ? Platyhelminthes ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು except Echinodermata, all are showing the bilateral symmetry. All are showing the bilateral symmetry. Right? Next, asymmetry andre ಏನು? Asymmetry is nothing but asymmetry. Symmetry ಇಲ್ಲ. So when we are dividing the animal body, on any plane, When we are dividing the animal body on any plane, no two equal parts are produced. ನಾವು ಎನಿಮಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಂಗಲ್ ನಿಂದ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. कौन सा भी एंगल से कट करे तो भी दो इक्वल पार्ट नहीं होता. This is what we are saying it as an asymmetrical. When we are dividing the animal body on any plane, no two equal parts are produced. ಹೌದಾ? No two equal parts are produced. No two equal parts are produced. No two equal parts are produced. This is called as normally asymmetrical animal. Example, here we have to say that example, sponges or porifera. Porifera first. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಆಗೋದು. ಈಗ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಪೋರಿಫೆರಾ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ರಿ. ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಂತು, ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್, ಪೋರಿಫೆರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಅಂತ ಎರಡು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಂತು. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಸಿಲಿಂಡ್ರಿಟಾ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ದೀಸ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎರಡನೇ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಂತು, ರೇಡಿಯಲಿ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್. ಎಸ್, 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟಿನಮಂತಿಸ್ ಹೋದಾಗ ಬೈಲ್ಯಾಟ್ರಲ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೈಲಮ್ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಎಕೆನೋಡರ್ಮೆಟಾ, ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ bilateral symmetry. So 2 characters we have completed, right? ಈಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಐದರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ರೇಡಿಯಲ್ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ, bilateral symmetry, asymmetry. In which symmetry you are belongs to? Bilateral symmetry. Followed? Right. Next we are moving towards, ಇದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ next we are moving toward the symmetry. ಆದಮೇಲೆ germ layers ಅಂತ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. You have to write down. Yesterday I told you that is in the previous class I told you that notes may be available, may not. That is why you have to study it. ಹೌದಾ? ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಲೇಬೇಕು. either you have to refer the textbook or whenever we are discussing just you have to observe here. So now next is germ layers. Heading germ layers. So what do you mean by term germ layers? Germ layers, you can see that germ layers andre ಏನು? Germ layers of normally 2 types. Germ layers are normally 3 types. 3 types are there: ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm. So germ layers are of 3 types. Normally ectoderm, endoderm, and mesoderm. So 3 types. ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರೋದು ನಡೀತದೆ. ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Ectoderm, mesoderm and the endoderm. Correct. This is called as normally these are the germ layers that what we are observing here. Germ layers are of 3 types: ectoderm, mesoderm and the endoderm. So what do you mean by the term germ layers? Types are also there that we'll discuss later. So what do you mean by term germ layers? Germ layers means there are certain types of cells are there. ಈಗ embryo development, zygote ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. When the fusion of male and female gamete takes place, or the sperms or the ovum which may takes place, then it produces the single celled zygote. The zygote develops into multicellular embryo. Embryo development is going to be taking place. ಈಗ multicellular embryo ಅಂತಾದಾಗ when the embryo formation is to be taking place, so further development also occurs. During the time of embryo development, certain cellular arrangements also takes place. ಆ cellular arrangements ಗೆ germ layers ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Why it is essential? Germ layers ಅಂದ್ರೆ the cellular movement. Cells movement ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು. When the cellular movement is taking place in the embryonic stage, cellular movement takes place in the embryonic stage, this is called as germ layer anta karithu. Now what do you mean by this ectoderm, mesoderm and the endoderm? What is the main function of this? Why the development is to be taking place? Idu higher animals nalli usually it is common only. Why? Because of this only we are normally getting the various organs and organ systems. So ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. Why it is essential andaga? Ectoderm is the one which is normally formed as the outermost part. Ectoderm is normally formed as the outermost region. Mesoderm is going to form the middle part. Ega muscles is there. Muscles, that what we are observing it as an mesoderm anta karito. It is normally derived from the mesoderm. Endoderm andre internal organs. Internal organs are going to be developed here. These are normally derived from the endodermal cells. Andre the development of the muscles, the development of the internal organs, the development of the outermost part, this it has been deciding. ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯಾನಿಕ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯಾನಿಕ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿನೇ ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ವಿಚ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್, ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಮಿಸೋಡರಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋದನ್ನ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯಾನಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಅವಾಗೇ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Continuous dividing cells which may take place. When the division of the cells takes place, some of the cells come upward. This is exactly ball of cells. One example I am giving you that. So now ball of cells are there. One ball nalli complete cells ive. Our cells mitosis agi division ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತವೆ. Division is to be taking place. Continuous division ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಒಂದು ಬಾಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹವಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Like that ball is going to be split. ಹೌದಾ? when the splitting which may takes place, ಅದು blastula gastrula ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. when the splitting of the ball which may takes place, the cells come upward. This is called as cellular arrangement. Those cells which may comes upward, they form ectoderm. ಅಂದ್ರೆ outermost layer ಅವಾಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಇದ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನು? ಹೊರಗಿನ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡೋದು. mesoderm ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? some of the cells which may remain in the middle, that is normally formed as mesoderm. Internal cavity remains, this is formed as endoderm. ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು that is going to be formed as endoderm ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is responsible for the development or the formation of the internal organs. Like this, germ layers. Germ layers ಅಂದ್ರೆ certain cellular arrangements which is taking place inside the body. Cellular arrangement which is taking place inside the body, it is considered as an germ layers. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. Ectoderm formed as the outermost part, mesoderm formed as the middle part, and the endoderm formed as the internal part. ಹೌದಾ? various organs and the organ system like the digestive system. One example I am giving. Now based on the germ layers, based on the presence of germ layers, so it has been divided into two types. Germ layers ಮೇಲೆ ಎರಡು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ some of the animals they are having only two. Mesoderm is not there. Some of the animals are having all the three germ layers. ಹೌದಾ? The organism which contain two germ layers, that is ectoderm and endoderm, called as diploblastic anta karadru. Diploblastic. Those animals are called as diploblastic. The animals which may contain, athwa the organism which contain two germ layers, that is ectoderm and the endoderm, is called as diploblastic. So now here we have to observe that the ectoderm and endoderm is called as diploblastic anta karadru. Now middle nalli ಏನಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ? ectoderm endoderm ಆಯಿತು. ಮಿಡಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ there is a jelly like arrangement is there. ಮಿಡಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಮಸಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಮಸಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, ಮಸ್ಕ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಥವಾ ಮಸ್ಕ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಮೀಸೋಡ್ರಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಕೆಲವು ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀಸೋಡ್ರಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದೀಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಅನ್ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು mesodermal cells badli one jelly like substance is going to be found. This is normally called as mesoglea. ಹೌದಾ? In between the ectoderm and endoderm, in between the ectoderm and the endoderm, mesoglia is present. Mesoglia is present. Jelly-like substance. Mesoglia is present. A jelly-like substance is going to be found. This is called as mesoglia. Followed. ಹೌದಾ? ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, this is the ectodermal part, that is the cells are going to be found here. This is ectodermal part, cells are going to be found. And now endodermal part, we have to observe that this is the inside. We can observe that the endodermal cells are there. These are the endodermal cells. Now we have to observe that the exactly in the central part, illi mesoderm irutade, jelly like substance is going to be found. It is called as normally mesoglia anta karitevu. This is called as mesoglia. Prominent cells are not going to be found, that is why jelly like substance is going to be found. This is called as mesoglia. So idu diploblastic anta karadu. You have to observe this. Question is going to be asked, what is the difference between diploblastic and triploblastic anta bartade. Diploblastic andre the organism which contain two germ layers andre saaku, that is ectoderm and the endoderm. Middle mesoglia is going to be found. This is called as normally diploblastic. Example Coelenterata. So hydra, what we are saying that Coelenterata aitu, Ctenophora aitu, they are normally comes under the diploblastic. Coelenterata andre kutu kanamantagalu. Hydra kuda idu bartade, sea anemone kuda illi bartave. So the phylum name I have written. So diploblastic animals anta kariteve. Followed. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, Coelenterata ಬಂದಾಗ 3 ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೂಡಿದನು. 3 characters we have completed that. One is tissue grade organization. Second one, what we have observed in the previous class, that is the previous part, radially symmetrical. Third part is diploblastic. Diploblastic ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 germ layers. ಹಿಂಗೆ 3 ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೇಟ್, ವೇರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ಬರದೆ ಮುಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಹೌದಾ? ವಿದೌಟ್ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೇಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎನಿಮಲ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದ ಡ್ವೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎನಿಮಲ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೇಟ್. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೂವ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. So in between, this is diploblastic. Now we are moving toward the triploblastic. Ega. Next definition we can see that the organism which contain 3 germ layers. The organism which contain 3 germ layers, that is outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, and third one is inner endoderm. Inner endoderm is called triploblastic. Is called TRI, triploblastic. Is called as triploblastic. Example, Platyhelminthes. Two chordates. Platyhelminthes two chordates andre right from Platyhelminthes ella mundindalla all the animals including human being triploblastic only. Triploblastic ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Here only I am showing you that mesoglia will remove, and here instead of the jelly like substance prominent cells are there. ಹೌದಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ prominent cells ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ this is called as normally mesoderm ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. This is mesoderm. ಹೌದಾ? mesoderm. Outer one is ectoderm. Inner one is endoderm. So ectoderm, mesoderm and the endoderm, like that we are observing. Followed? So now this is called as triploblastic anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. Now this is what we are saying it as a triploblastic. So germ layers anta ನಾವು ಈಗ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. These are the germ layers. 2 mark question is going to be asked. What is the difference between ಅಥವಾ define ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. Define diploblastic and triploblastic ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. And now ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೊಂದು 3 character include ಆಯ್ತು. 3 characters it has been included, just you have to be remember, right? Next we are moving towards coelom. Next we are moving toward the coelom anta kuda kareetu. Coelom. Next we are moving towards coelom. Moving towards the coelom. Coelom means body cavity. Coelom is nothing but the body cavity. So now, body cavity, what do you mean by this? Coelom is nothing but the body cavity. What do you mean by the term body cavity? Do you have body cavity? Cavity is there, ಅಥವಾ hollow space ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Whether do you have this hollow space? Yes, it is there. In your body you can see that the hollow space is there. Wherever you can see the blood vessels, nerves, and even you can see that the muscles, iವೆಲ್ಲ space ಏನಿರ್ತವೆ, that is called as hollow space. ಹೌದಾ? ಅಂದರೆ definition how you are writing coelom, it is the space which is present from the body wall and the gut. ಹೌದಾ? coelom ಅಂದರೆ it is the space present between the body wall and gut. It is a space present between the body wall and gut. Gut ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ digestive tube. It is a space present between the body wall and gut. It is normally called as coelom. Definition. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, take our own example, you can see that. So this is the human body. ಇದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ space. This is the outermost region. And inside you can observe that the esophagus is going to be found. Esophagus ಆಮೇಲೆ stomach ಬರ್ತವೆ. After stomach you can observe that the intestine is also there, right? I'm not drawing the diagram of these things, just I am introducing and informing about that where the body cavity is present. So this is the body wall and this is the gut. In between the body wall and the gut, this space is called as cavity. This is called as cavity. The definition you can observe that. ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಎರಡರ ನಡುವಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರಾ ಈಗ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ. In between that you can see that the number of blood vessels are going to be found, nerves are there, muscles are there, ಎಲ್ಲ hollow space ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಸಪೋಸ್ if you want to make the operation, ಸ್ಟಮಕ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ದೆನ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಆನ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ರಿಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಸ್ಟಮಕ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಸ್ಕಿನ್ನಿಗೆ ಹತ್ಕೊಂಡಿತ್ತಂದರೆ ಭಾಳ ಡೇಂಜರ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ stomach is there, andre in between the body wall and the gut where the space is there, that is called as coelom or the body cavity. Now we got the idea and we come to know that body cavity is there. Namma hatra body cavity is anta gottaiti, right? Next we are moving towards the type of coelom. Type of coelom we are observing that ಎಷ್ಟು type coelom ಇದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. Definition you come to know that. Now it is a space present between the body wall and the gut we have studied. Coelom, they are normally having 3 kinds of coelom is going to be found. Number one, acoelomate. Number 2, pseudocoelom. Number 3, eucoelomate. Acoelomate, pseudocoelomate, eucoelomate. That what we are going to be observe here. Acoelomate, pseudocoelomate ಮತ್ತು eucoelomate. ಸಿಲೋಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡೂ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸಿಲೋಮ್ ಬಹರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಸಿಲೋಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಕಾಮನ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಸ್ಯೂಡೋ ಅಂದರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಫಾಲ್ಸ್. ಯು ಅಂದರೆ ಟ್ರೂ, ಅಂದರೆ ಅಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್. ಅಸಿಲೋಮೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ here we have to see that body cavity is absent. This is called as body cavity. Body cavity is absent. Example, platyhelminthes. Example, platyhelminthes. Pseudocoelomate andre false body cavity. False body cavity. Example, Ascalomanthes. Example, Ascalomanthes. Next, eucoelomate andre true body cavity. True body cavity. Example, Annelida. Two chordates. They are having a true body cavity. That is the eucoelomate ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿ how it is to be taking place. Acoelomate body cavity is absent. ಇದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್. ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಪ್ಲಾಟಿಹೆಲ್ಮಿಂಥಸ್. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋರಿ, ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇವೆ. ಆಲ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ಪ್ಲಾಟಿಹೆಲ್ಮಿಂಥಸ್ ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಲೋಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್, acoelomate. Ascalomanthes ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಲೋಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್, pseudocoelomate. Then Annelida onwards. Ascalomanthes ಆಮೇಲೆ Annelida ಬರ್ತವೆ. Annelida onwards. Now we have to observe that the eucoelomate. Eucoelomate ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರೂ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಕಾರ್ಡೇಟ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ವಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಮ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟ್ರೂ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ. ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾವು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ acoelomate ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್. ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ಜೆಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಒಂದು ನೆನಪಿಡ್ರಿ, ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ದ ಮಿಸೋಡರ್ಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. Body cavity is normally formed from the mesodermal cells. So like that here, this is the ectoderm. As you already know that these are the cells which is normally formed as the ectoderm. Next, these are the cells formed as mesoderm. Mesodermal cells are there, and third one is they are the endodermal cells. Idu ectoderm, this is mesoderm, this is endoderm. Do you find any hollow space? Hollow space illa illi. There are no hollow space. That is why we can see that this is considered as an acoelomate. ನಮಗೆ ಹಾಲೋ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸೇ ತುಂಬಿಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ acoelomate. ನಾವು pseudocoelomate ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ the outermost region. The outermost region is normally formed from the ectoderm. ಇದು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಎಕ್ಟೋಡರ್ಮ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು ಹೌದಾ. ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಮಿಸೋಡ್ರಮಲ್ ರೀಜನ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಡೋಡ್ರಮಲ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ರೀಜನ್. ದ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಂಡೋಡ್ರಮಲ್. ಮಿಸೋಡ್ರಮಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಡೋಸಿಲೋಮೇಟ್. ಸೂಡೋಸಿಲೋಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ mesodermal cells are arranged in the form of patches. Mesodermal cells are arranged in the form of patches. ಹೌದಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಹಾಲೋ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ pseudocoelomate. ಹಂಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಮೀಬಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಮೀಬಾ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಸುಡೋಪೋಡಿಯಾ. ಸುಡೋಪೋಡಿಯಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಫುಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಫುಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವೆನ್ ದ ಎನಿಮಲ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಫುಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್, ಆರ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಲೊಕೊಮೋಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್, the shape of the body is going to be changed like a foot. At that time, after completion of the locomotion, again it changes to or return to the same position. Like that here also, illiyu kuda mesodermal cells are visible, but in between that space is there. Complete khalini ittu andre, then we are saying it as an true coelom. Illi khali illa, in between cells are going to be found, so it is considered as an patches ee thara kaaniಸ್ತು andre, this is called as pseudocoelom. ಒಂದು ಸಲ CET ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು, ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದಿಸ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂತ. ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದಿಸ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಬಂದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ pseudocoelom, ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್. ಈಗ ಟ್ರೂ ಸೀಲೋಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಟ್ರೂ ಸೀಲೋಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಸೀಲೋಮ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಸಿಲೋಮೇಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ pseudocoelom. Pseudocoelomate ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ pseudocoelomate, mesodermal cells are present in the form of patches. Mesodermal cells are present in the form of patches. This is called as pseudocoelomate. Now eucoelomate ಅಂದ್ರೆ true coelom. True coelom, how it is to be found? You can see that true coelom ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, this is the outermost region. Outermost region is normally found. This is an ectodermal cells, this is an mesodermal cells and the endoderm. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದು ಆಯ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲ endodermal cells are going to be found here. Now mesodermal cells are found at the edges itself. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ edges ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ mesodermal cells ಇರ್ತವೆ, because they are pushing. ಅಂದ್ರೆ mesodermal cells ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, they are pushing. You can see that once they are pushed means normally cavity is going to be formed here. This is considering it as an cavity ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ mesodermal cells ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ, mesodermal cells ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಬಾಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಏನಕ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ದಿ ectodermal cells are going to be found. These are the ectodermal cells. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫೌಂಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಪ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ mesodermal cells present exactly at the edges. In between space is going to be found, a prominent space is going to be found. This is the cavity. So it is considering it as an eucoelomate. Example ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So here we have to see that the acoelomate ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, pseudocoelomate ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, eucoelomate. False body cavity, but cavity is absent, and then eucoelomate. Followed? Read out these things. In the next class we will discuss about those characters. Characters nawe innu onde segmentation and all those things. After completion of that we will start the first phylum, Porifera. Followed? Right. Okay.